We're back, bitches. Hi everyone and welcome. So in today's video, as you can see, I wanted to talk about my pregnancy journey and how I found out I was pregnant. So I haven't posted in like 2 years, maybe a year or so. No, 2 years. And my little intro was just like a little clip just to, represent me coming back into YouTube and, doing my whole ring light thing going on. So if you saw that, then that's why I added that clip in it. Let me introduce you guys to, excuse the mess, Ivory Rose. This is baby girl. I am 7.5 months. Actually, not 7.5 months. I am exiting my 7th month of pregnancy. I'm gonna be 8 months in a week. I think this week I'm gonna be 8 months. Yeah, this week I'm gonna be 8 months, or 32 weeks. I'm 32 weeks pregnant, and yeah, it's a girl. And yeah, that's about it. We're gonna get into January. Let's just start at January. So January comes around, we move out with my sister from a family friend's house that they were offering us to, stay with them just so we could save from coming down from Tampa. Plus I had COVID and it was just like a lot going on. So January, we moved into this place with my sister. We had COVID, me and her both had COVID around that time. And, we were just trying to like transition into that renting phase again, because we were renting, we were renting in Tampa, but, we moved back down from Tampa to Broward County and we were living with someone else. So it's been a while since we've been like in the renting phase. So we're just transitioning back into the renting phase and, working more hours and saving and all that. So I was working my job. I was working about 40 hours, I believe, 39 to 40 hours. And everything was going fine. I was, did my writing. I was reading my Bible and, doing all these things just to get back into my life and just to feel like myself again. So then after that, February comes around and Valentine's Day came, we went on a date and, we did the deed, but we were safe after. We were safe afterwards. We took precautions just to be sure that, this wouldn't happen, because prior to that, we've talked about it, but we knew we weren't ready quite yet. We would want to, but we just weren't ready. Financially, mentally, we just weren't prepared to take on another life, So, yeah, we took precaution and we went about our day. So, February went by pretty quick, and then March came around. I was waiting for my period around March, and I never got it. So that's like the start of it. I never got my period. But prior to me not getting my period, I was getting symptoms like discharge, like ovulation discharge, even though I already ovulated. I was getting like tender breasts. I was very tired. It was very hard for me to get up from bed and go to work. What else? Yeah, I would come home and I would just like fall asleep, even though I was used to coming home and writing for like hours upon hours. I'd come home, write for like an hour, and then fall asleep while writing. So then I was like, this isn't right. It is not right. So then I was ignoring all the symptoms because, you know, my period is coming. So I thought that it was just because of that. So then after ignoring all the symptoms, I started bloating a lot. And then I was like, this is weird. I'm bloating and my period isn't here yet. But like, I'm like really bloating. Like my stomach was just like full of just air. Like I felt heavy for some reason. So then around March 2nd, no, around February 20 something, it was a weekend, on February 20 something, I don't know what exact date it was, but we had went to Hunter's mom's birthday party. They rented out a restaurant. You know, they're partying it up in there. I was drinking wine, but I was like very tired from drinking the wine, like very fatigued. And usually I could drink a few glasses and I'm like feeling okay. I'm not even like tired. I just feel great. But I drank like 1 or 2 glasses and I was like very tired. But that didn't stop me. I just kept going. But yeah, and then that was that. Still didn't get my period. And then someone was taking a Polaroid picture of us, and one of them came out to like me looking so heavy and bloated. And I'm just like, what is going on right now? Like no period, heavy and bloated. Like this, I just felt like this was going to be the worst month of my period yet to come. Like I just knew it was going to be like a very bad time with my menstrual. So then I had them take another picture because I was like, I'm not liking the way this is looking. It's looking a little crappy. And then they did that for me. They took another picture. And what else? So that night went by okay, you know, still no period. So then I was expecting to have my period by March 1st. March 1st, March 2nd, I was expecting to have my period by then, because usually my period does not come late. And if it does come late, it comes like a day late. And if it comes like 1 or 2 days late, then I always, you know, take a test just to be sure that I'm not pregnant, just to ease my mind, just to, you know, clear the air. So then I was 1 or 2 days late, and I was like, geez, now I gotta take a pregnancy test. And, you know, I didn't think anything of it. You know, I just was just like, yeah, my period's just late. You know, this is the usual for when my period is late, I gotta take a test. So then March 3rd came around, and I believe that was a Wednesday. No, I think it was a Wednesday or a Thursday, I'm not sure. But I just know it was March 3rd. I got off work very early that day, and I was just like, I have time to go to Dollar Tree and just, you know, pick up a simple test. So I went to go pick up a test, and I picked up 2 tests. And then I went home, and I sat on the toilet, you know, did the droplets, doop doop. And then as I'm like standing up from the toilet, I look over to my right and I see the test is already done. And I'm just like, why is there 2 lines? So I'm just like, all right, maybe it's not fully done. And maybe it's just messing with me. Maybe my mind is seeing something right now. So when I got up fully and I looked down, and it's still 2 lines. It's like 2 dark lines. It did not take any time to show. Like that thing was done within like 30 seconds of me, you know, taking the test. So then I started to get confused. I'm like staring at it like, is this right? So then I took another one right away. I, peed again just to not use the same urine, and I took another one. Right away, it came up again, 2 lines. So then I was like, oh shoot, I can be pregnant. So then the first person I called was my sister. She was the first person I thought to talk to about it. Like, I don't know if this is right, but I took 2 pregnancy tests and here it is. And she wasn't hostile or anything. She was very happy for me. She's like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. I was like, yeah, but let's just calm down a little bit because this is very unexpected. And yeah, so then, we talked about what I was gonna do, my plans. And I didn't know at that time what I was gonna do. I was still trying to figure out are these tests for real? Am I really pregnant? I didn't think anything of it at all. So in that same night, I told Hunter, and he was also confused as well as me. And we were just thinking what, how, because we took precaution upon precaution, and we thought we did it the right way. We thought we were safe, but I guess not. So then, just to clear our minds, we went out to go eat that same night at La Bamba. It was right across the street from our place. He had palomilla steak, I think that's what it's called, and I had chicken noodle soup. He was chowing down, he wasn't gonna let that stop him from eating. Me, on the other hand, I was sitting here nervous, playing with my soup, I'm pregnant, I can't even eat right now. And then after that, just to be sure, we went to the Winn-Dixie that was right across that was in the same plaza as La Bamba, and we picked up 2 more pregnancy tests. And when we got home, I took one of them was pregnant, and I saved the other one for the next morning just so I have fresh urine, because they say the early morning urine is what's more accurate. So I saved the other one for the next morning. And the one we took that night came out positive again. It said pregnant. I was like, oh gosh, I'm pregnant. Oh man, I went to sleep peacefully, surprisingly. It didn't stop me from sleeping. I think it stopped Hunter from sleeping. He was a bit nerved up, but it didn't stop me from sleeping. I fell asleep like a baby. I was so tired and out of it. So then I woke up the next morning forgetting that I was pregnant, and I saw the test that I took that night, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm still pregnant. So then I took the second test that we bought with the fresh urine, and it came out pregnant. And I was like, all right, this is it, we're pregnant. It is what it is. And he was very good with it, with me about it. I was feeling very nervous. I just thought I'm not ready to be a mom mentally, financially. I'm not ready to be a mom. I was praying to God a lot. A lot. I was like, God, is this what you have planned for me? I don't know if I could do this. I was praying, I was crying. I was praying and I was crying again. But he was very supportive, and he was, very there for me. And then, hello. You want to stare some more? He took me out to the beach that weekend to ease my nerves, and we talked about it, and it felt nice to go to the beach and just talk about it, talk about our feelings, what we're gonna do, just to express how we're feeling about the whole situation. Now, jumping into the symptoms, I didn't start getting heavy symptoms until 6 weeks pregnant. Prior to me finding out, and to 6 months, so from me finding out to 6 weeks, everything was normal. Besides the fact that I couldn't eat as much as I thought I could eat. Actually, no, I was eating a lot, actually. March 3rd, me finding out, to 6 weeks, I was eating a lot. I was having like pepperoni cravings. Like I was just going in on pepperonis. I was eating pizza. I was eating everything I wanted to eat, and it felt good. And then 6 weeks came up. When I was 6 weeks pregnant, I started getting like a bad sense of taste, bad sense of smell. It was very bad. I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat certain foods without feeling sick. I couldn't drink water without feeling sick. I couldn't do anything without feeling sick. Like I was throwing up 24/7 every single day. You know how they say it's like morning sickness? No, it's not morning sickness. It's all day sickness for certain people. Other people who don't get it, they're lucky. You know, people usually say midwives tell that if it's a girl and you're getting like very sick in your first trimester, then it's a girl. And if it's a boy, then you're not gonna get as sick. But I feel like you're just gonna get sick whether your body wants to get sick or not. And my body got sick. You know, it was just like my body couldn't handle it. I was throwing up 24/7. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink. All I could do was sleep and eat crackers when I can and ginger ale. So it was very hard for me to find a OBGYN as well. So when I told my mom about it, she was able to find me someone. And then, you know, I wasn't okay, but I felt better knowing that I have a doctor to go see and check my baby, just to make sure my baby's okay. So then after that, we started telling our whole family. Everyone was excited for us, surprisingly. And it was good, you know. It felt very, very good. So then after that, everything just went smooth. Yeah, after my first trimester, everything went smooth. I didn't get much symptoms after my first trimester. My second trimester, 2 weeks into my second trimester, everything was good. I was eating again. I felt normal. But my first trimester, I did not feel normal at all. Like everything smelled so bad. And poor Hunter, I couldn't even be near him without wanting to throw up. Like just his smell after the shower was just bad. Like our bath soap that we were using smelled like complete garbage. His mouth smelled like complete garbage. Even after he brushed his teeth, it just smelled so bad. Even me, I felt like I smelled like garbage, but I knew I didn't really. It was just like my strong sense of smell was just so bad. And it was, I can't even think about it right now without feeling sick. It was like horrible. I could only kiss him for like a second, and that's it. I couldn't kiss him for weeks. But boy, let me tell you, when all those symptoms lifted, I was all over him because I missed him. And he missed me. So it was just like, it felt good to feel good again after my first trimester. And yeah, that's about it. So then we had our gender reveal party, turned out to be a girl. And yeah, that is how I found out, and that is the symptoms I had. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. Yeah, so that's it. I wish I could give you a good outro right now, but I'm out of breath and I'm tired. So with that being said, come back again next time for more videos, and peace. Bye.